Hello everyone, welcome to this insane card prediction trick performance. This is a crazy card trick prediction that gets the wildest reactions. So I'm gonna shuffle the deck here before we even begin the trick. So you can shuffle the deck or the spectator before you begin. Next, we're gonna move to our prediction. So I'm gonna write my prediction on this piece of paper. Okay. How crazy is that? We made our prediction after deck was shuffled. We didn't even select the card yet. I'm gonna place my prediction in this empty box here. Spectator can inspect the box. In fact, I'll give this box to the spectator with a pen. There's no way I can reach that. Everything's completely free. Now we can actually let our spectator select their card. Random chosen card is selected. We don't see the card. Now it's gonna be placing back in the deck. We'll give the deck a couple of shuffles. Okay. Perfect. Now that we shuffled the deck, we can ask the spectator to give the deck a couple of cuts. Let's say they give 1 cut or 2 cuts. Let's say they're satisfied with 2 cuts. It doesn't matter how many cuts are given. They can give as many cuts as they like. It doesn't really matter. Okay? Perfect. Now, we're gonna ask the spectator to open our prediction here. And what does the prediction say? It says the number 7. You can see it here. It says the number 7. Now, I know 7 is not your card as a spectator. I know that. But what if that 7 is actually a very beautiful indicator of your card? What do I mean? This 7 is a prediction that your card is the 7th position in the deck. How crazy that is. Deck has been shuffled and cut by you. The prediction 7 says the 7th card in the deck is going to be your card. And the prediction was made before everything, remember. Let's see how accurate this is going to be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the 7th card. I'm going to place it right here on the side. Everything was completely fair. Shuffle deck, cut a couple of times. Prediction was given to the spectator, made before everything with the deck shuffled. For the first time, name your card. Was that your card? The 3 of clubs? I bet it was. How crazy that is, guys. If you want to learn this trick, stick around for the tutorial. Enjoy. Okay, everyone, welcome back to the tutorial. So I hope you enjoyed the performance of this crazy prediction card trick there. And yeah, let's get into it. The trick is intermediate. It's not difficult to do. You just need to practice a couple of, I would say, intermediate sleights, or like beginner friendly sleights. Okay, doesn't require much sleight of hand. And the first step into performing this trick is a small setup. So we're just gonna pick any card. You will choose any card, and for me I chose the Joker. And before we begin the trick, I'll just take a corner here, the bottom corner of the deck, of the card, sorry, and we'll bend it like so. Okay, so we have a slight bend here, and then we'll take this and we'll place it at the bottom of the deck. This is our setup. This is the setup you need for this trick. Okay, everyone? So, once you're here, we're ready to go. Now you can shuffle the deck before you begin the trick, as you saw in the performance. But all you need to do as you shuffle is to maintain your mark card, in this case my Joker, at the bottom of the deck. So the way I do this is I do a slip of the Joker. So what I do is I will slip the Joker and shuffle everything on top. Okay, so the slip happens as these fingers, they will kind of slip away the stop card, and those 2 cards, they slip, like I will slide them while taking a small packet here. A small packet is bigger. Okay, so a small packet is better. So I'll slip this and I'll shuffle the cards here. So that's one way. Another way also, you can add a variation of shuffles. I'll show you this from an exposed angle, where I will do this shuffle, but I will first drop the Joker or this packet cards and then the rest of the cards. Okay, so the key point is to, of course, keep the Joker maintained. From the front angle, nothing will show, and that's how you do it. Okay, as long as you maintain this, you're good to go with the shuffles. And you have your mark, you'll see why you're gonna use it. Next, once you do the shuffle, we got your paper, and we're gonna do our prediction. So you're gonna place any number between 1 and 10, and I will explain later why between 1 and 10 is optimal. I always choose 7. I suggest the lower the number, the easier for you to trick. Okay, so 5 to 7 is good. 10 is your max. Otherwise, anything above 10 is not gonna be good, and I'll explain why later. Okay, so we're gonna go for 7, just like we did in the performance here. 7 is a good number. You do your prediction, you write it here, and you fold the paper. You don't show it to the spectator, and then you're gonna place it in this box, and then you can give the box to them. They can place it on the side, and you're good to go from here. Make sure they don't open the prediction unless you tell them to do so. Okay, you've done your shuffle, you've done your card prediction, Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna let the spectator choose any random card. Let's say they go for this card, the 4 of hearts. From here, all you need to do is 2 things. Number 1, you're gonna come and you're gonna place the card here, and you're gonna again slip, maintaining the joker always at the bottom, and we're gonna shuffle on top of the selected card. So I chose my prediction 7. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna false shuffle and count 7 cards on top of my selected card. How do I do this? Using my thumb, I go 1, 2, 3. But obviously you don't do it like you're counting, you make it convincing shuffle. So I'll do like 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so you're gonna practice. Once you reach the 7 card, I'll slightly push it backward with my thumb, as you can see. So it becomes outjogged a little bit outwards from my side, from my angle, from the back side. And then I can throw the rest. Okay, so I will have this card here. And make sure that the mark card is still at the bottom. In this case, my joker. Okay, so I'm gonna repeat. Let's say they chose a different card. It doesn't matter which card. Let's go for 7. Another idea you can do is you can cut here and tell them to place their card right in this point, and then you're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and then make sure here to shuffle some cards, but then go back and place this one at the bottom, because you have to maintain this at the bottom. So you can either do this method or you can do the first method. That doesn't matter. Once you have your outjog card out, the 7th, what you're gonna do, you're gonna bend the card upwards with your thumb and then push in. What this does, you can see from my angle, it separates this 7th card from the rest of the cards here from the deck. So what's gonna happen here, this gap is gonna help me. Also, I need to maintain the joker again for my next shuffle. So I'll slip here, okay, to keep the joker again, or the mark card in the bottom. And now I will keep on dropping these cards and shuffling them until I reach that last card, which is bended, and I get rid of it, and then I drop this. What this does, it has successfully placed their card in the 7th position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 7 of spades in this case. Their selected card. Okay, and you have, again, you keep the mark card at the bottom for this trick to work. Okay, now once you do this, you're gonna give them the deck, you place it on the table, and they can cut as much as they like. So remember, I told you to choose a number between 1 and 10. The reason why I think by now you should know is because, let's say their selected card is 6 of spades for now, and my prediction has to be something like 12. I would have to now count 12 cards above the 6 of spades. So my margin of error is going to be high, and I'm going to count a lot of cards. It's gonna show, it might show at some point that I'm counting and I'm doing something continuous. So the lower the number, the better. So 10 is, I would say, something reasonable, but still, like, I would go for something of 7, 6, or 5. So 7 is good. So the lower you make it, the easier for you. The higher you make it, the higher your margin of error is, and the more cards you're gonna have to place on top of the selected card. Okay, That's why I would choose 7. 7 is my sweet spot. But again, it depends on you and your preference. Some people like 5, it's easy, or 4, they could just go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then from here they can just shuffle regularly, you know. So, and then they can take it from there. Okay. Now, once you do your shuffle of your selected card, so let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, let's say the selected card is Ace of Hearts. Okay, we've done the shuffle. We place everything on the table, and we're gonna ask them to cut as much as they like. So from this point, they do a cut, they do another cut. It doesn't matter how many times they cut. Once they're satisfied, they're satisfied. Okay, once they finish the cut, all you have to do is just turn the cards like so. That's all you have to do. From this point, you're gonna ask them to open their prediction. Now, as they're opening the box and taking out their prediction, okay, the paper, whatever they do, as they're opening it, we're gonna carry the deck. And what we're gonna do, this is where the marked card will help us. As you can see from this point, I can see the marking point. Once I see it, I will simply lift above it and I'll place my pinky on the mark point to have a break here. So my break separates these cards from the mark card. My pinky is on the mark card. From the front angle, I will tilt my deck a little bit upwards. Then I will lift my, I will relax my hand. I see the marker, right? I will do this and it won't show. Okay, so I'm here. It won't show. They're busy seeing this prediction. And of course the prediction is 7 here. Once they say 7, you say, okay, I know this isn't your card. That's not the prediction. The prediction is, this is an indicator. So what you're gonna do here is a slide called the turnover pass. The turnover pass looks something like this in its opposed angle. I'm gonna pick this, and as I'm gonna turn the deck, they think I'm just turning the deck regularly, but I'm not turning the deck regularly. I'm doing this slide to make the mark card at the bottom of the deck again, to rearrange the order of the deck as it originally was. So I will just pick up this a little bit, and this is now separated from my hand, but from front view I need to keep it like upwards. And then as this, I turn this turns like, I'll use my pinky and ring to turn this packet like so. So if I were to show it to you like at such an elevation, it's gonna look something like this. So this turns, and then this turns, the bottom packet turns, and then I will drop everything on it. Okay, so this is how it should be. So from here, I will pick everything, still from an exposed angle. I'll turn, and then I'll turn this, and then I'll square. From front view, of course, it's much more beautiful, and it's not showing like this, okay? So once I pick up the deck, I get the marker, I do like this, okay? 7, sure, and I square. I immediately like cover and square, use this hand to hide everything. And they think I just turned the deck, right? But I did rearrange this to the bottom. What this does, it rearranges their card into the original position which we placed it, which is the 7. From here, you just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. The Ace of Hearts will reappear at the 7th position. Now, I want to mention something. Let's say once you shuffle everything and they're cutting the deck, you might get lucky. And this is a best case scenario, and this will make even the trick much more amazing. Is once you turn the deck, you see that their last card made your marked card at the bottom of the deck. That means you don't have to do anything. They've done their trick themselves. It was self-worked here. All you have to do is you tell them, okay, take out the prediction, take a look at it. I'm not gonna touch the deck. You can just turn it here to avoid them seeing the marker. Just turn it like this and just give it to them. Ask them to count 7. And yeah, you don't have to do any turnover pass or anything, and it will work. Their card will be in the 7th position. Okay, so that's it guys for this trick. I hope you enjoyed it and you're finding value in it. So I'm gonna repeat fast. We need to have a marked card. We need to slip and shuffle. Next we do our prediction number. We place it in the box. Next we'll have them select a card. That doesn't matter which card. Next, come here, do another slip. Remember, the joker should be down. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. remember to how they have the last out drop, drop the rest, and then push up here. Again, slip. Always you should maintain the mark card at the bottom. Get rid of the last point, which is separating the brake here. And once you do, you can drop everything. And then they do a couple of cuts until they're satisfied. From here, I turn the deck. I'll say, okay, look at the prediction. As they come and they look at prediction, I can have a point immediately spot at the mark part. And then from here, just a turnover pass. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Their card will appear at the 7th card if you haven't done any mistake. Okay, so make sure to practice very well. You know, the turnover pass, and the most important part is, let's say this is their selected card and I wanted 7, to actually not double count here. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? If you have added more cards, it won't work. So practice it well, you know, and then it should work. Okay, so you need to practice markation here and false shuffle. That's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this trick, and don't forget to subscribe and like. Follow me on Instagram for also cool content and to stay updated. Love you guys. Until next time, peace out. Thanks for watching.